Hello everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you once again for joining me. I am doing the numerology and the astrology for November 16th, 2020. We're inching up on Thanksgiving. Okay, if you add all those numbers together, you get the number 4. The number 4 is actually the number of neutral mind, harmony, balance, win-win, cooperation. Now, you would think that because it's a number 4 day that it should be a very cooperative day, but usually what happens is you get challenged on being cooperative and communicative. And so this is a number of communication. So focus on the communication and recognize that, you know, each of us is in our own perceptual bubble, and so my perceptual bubble is very different than someone else's perceptual bubble. And so what seems really clear to me in my mind and in the way my languaging goes will not necessarily be clear to somebody else. And it's not that they're stupid or something, it's that they have been focusing maybe in a different way or seeing things from a very different vantage point because of their own experiences. So, you know, I always say learning how to communicate with people that are in very different places can be really difficult. It actually can be very difficult. So sometimes a number 4 day, as much as we want it to be balanced, is sort of a struggle day. So it's the nature of reality to struggle with finding that ever elusive balance in life. I am forever amazed at the judgmentalness of humanity and the cruelty, actually, of humanity. And those that spew it are most rapidly are often those holding the most pain and misery. It's as if they cannot stand others attempting to find balance and contentment when they are suffering. No matter what or how each of us gets there, everyone will eventually find their way home. And that place is a place of balance, appreciation, acceptance, compassion, and love. And that is why we all are practicing all of those down here in this life and hopefully today. While anyone is trying to practice finding that tenuous balance in life, you do your best to be very kind and allow them to work towards that goal without consciously trying to tear them down. And that can be really, really tricky, you know, because, you know, they can be going in a direction that you can't follow. And sometimes that's the thing, like you have to let people go in the path that they are on. And if that's not your path, you have to be strong enough to stay on your own path. So everyone needs to get there in a different way. And there's not a good way, a bad way, a right way, a wrong way. It's just a way. And no one way is ever going to work for everyone. In my case, I have tried out many spiritual tools and techniques. They all work to some degree or another. The challenge is that not one tool will work all the time. That is why finding and experiencing many is often helpful in these trying times. In the last 4 years, I think I have used every tool or technique I have ever experienced multiple times, and I am grateful for all those teachers who were so kind to share them with their many students. Now, let's do the astrology for today. It's fairly simple. The moon flows into Sagittarius, bringing a bit of optimism and a clear expansion of the possibilities. It is okay to be bold, adventurous, and eager to get something different. The Venus-Jupiter square lines up early in the day, so be careful to stay honest and do not let the world pull any of us into exaggeration. So everyone is sick and tired of any form of lying. Perhaps we should give certain things just a rest at the moment. We are coming into a Mercury-Uranus opposition, so expect some friction to get us to change our mind. Opinions are rampant and not necessarily helpful at this point. If we find that quiet place inside, we may hear something that we needed to know from the deepest place within. There is always a deeper meaning to our actions and our choices. We are all working the stains of our karma out in the washing machine of life. And of course, that's going to be my quote for today. We are all working the stains of our karmic past out in the washing machine of life. So, my blog for today. I took most of the day yesterday off, something I have not done in a while, and it was lovely to not worry about the phone or clients for just a day. I did do my blog, Numerology Astrology, in the video because it is what I do, and I really love giving back to the universe in those ways that can have impact in a positive way for others without costing them an arm and a leg. I learned by dealing with gurus and supposedly enlightened individuals that, guess what? We're all human. And we all have little human failings and flaws and idiosyncrasies and bizarre things, including the gurus. And we all have human weaknesses, and we are all striving to be our best self. We will all miscalculate at points, but we get to decide what is important to us and what types of individuals we want to hang out with. Everyone has something to give this world. We have a story, an insight, a teaching, a poem, a song, an exchange, a skill, something. And it is up to us to have the courage to figure out how to give that gift to the world, even if we're not perfect, enlightened, or powerful. Know that there will always be naysayers in life. We live in a culture that believes opinions are true, but they are not. They are just musings of a mind trying to make meaning out of a chaotic world. We cannot let the dysfunction of others stop us from giving the gift we came to give. Life is more than some projected form of status that we have achieved. Life is about the exchange and finding those that align with our values and support us to be our best self. I do not have time for jealousy, anger, or hate. I do not have time for minds that just want to debate. I do not have time for those wounded to tell me who I am. I do not have time for those who do not give a damn. On so many levels, we are running out of time. I will not be distracted by those who use hate as a paradigm. In life, there are moments when you must choose. In life, there are moments that you can no longer excuse. I look ahead with an eye filled with wisdom and truth. I look ahead and wonder what will be left to our youth. I want to leave this world better than I had. I want to leave this world to the good, not the bad. Thanks, everyone.